Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am Tigress Soul Tarot, and today's pick a card reading is all about your inner divine feminine. What goddess energy do you radiate? How do others perceive your feminine power? What makes you stand out in your divine feminine energy? What is magnetic? What is receptive? What is compassionate? What is empowering about you and your inner essence, goddess like energy? We have 3 piles to choose from today. Feel called to pick using either one of the crystals. Otherwise, I'm actually going to use Pinterest images that I will pop on the screen as well. Take a little moment just to reflect, meditate on which one you feel the most called to, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, beautiful pile 1. Welcome to your reading if you've chosen this brown agate slice. This is your pile, all about your goddess energy. What is your goddess energy like? How can we describe your feminine power? We're going to start with the pre-shuffled oracle cards. So your goddess card is Arianrhod. This is a Celtic or Welsh goddess. It says everything is happening according to plan. I did a little research on these 3 cards for each pile, but the other ones I haven't seen, just full disclosure. So this goddess, she's linked to cycles, known as the Lady of Cycles, turning the silver wheel. Okay, she rules over birth, death, the womb, or the wheel of fate, anything that turns the wheel and cycles. She is a sky, moon, or star goddess, and she can control fertility as well and things associated with that, divine timing, like the clock. Very interesting. So, the goddess energy that you radiate, something to do with aging. I feel like you may age like fine wine. There's a lot of wisdom coming through. You may be very connected to your ancestors as well. You may be a mother. Something about you is very fertile in appearance. We're going to pull your other oracles and get deeper into it. We have the Seeker, 44. Oh, interesting. We have productivity with the pumpkin. We have rose quartz, open up your heart. We have lapis lazuli, make a decision. And we have acceptance. Okay, Spirit, please tap me into pile 1's beautiful energy. What goddess energy do you radiate? I feel like you may have gone through many changes, many glow ups. People may feel like each time they look at you, something has changed. You may be very invested in personal health, personal development, or your own healing journey. I feel like you are intuitively called or inclined to make very productive moves in life. You seem to always be glowing up or improving in some way because you seek love, you seek the highest embodiment. Your goddess like energy is very efficient, very pragmatic, very accepting as well. I feel that your goddess energy is able to kind of navigate divine timing in a very graceful way. Although you may be seeking the most productive path, I feel that you really flow with cycles. You may work with the moon or with the seasons. With Seeker and Rose Quartz, I feel like you may be seeking some type of higher love connection as well, and you're very magnetic or attractive in terms of romance. People see you as a perfect partner or somebody to seek out in terms of love. There's something very unconditionally loving about your energy, your divine goddess like energy. I feel that you're highly intuitive. The decisions that you make seem to be based on And we have Cancer here, the moon, seem to be based on an acceptance or knowing of a greater plan or picture with divine timing as well. You could have very beautiful hips. I'm getting a message of the mother wound or the women who came before you. You may be very connected to either a grandmother or close with your own mother, or something about your maternal lineage. You may be seeking love, healing in your maternal line. There's something very compassionate about your energy. You may be able to see through a lens of love and acceptance. I feel that your goddess-like energy is very productive in a way where maybe you guide others through a maternal instinct or guide people through very compassionate, nurturing ways, a very emotional advice giver, or I'm hearing like if consultation, maybe you work with clients. For some of you, like you have a business where you have clients who come to you, whether that be beauty, health, mental health, or something like that. That's not going to resonate for everybody. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I just want to read some information on the seeker. So number 44 could be relevant. What goddess energy do you radiate? When we seek, we are often looking to improve an aspect of our lives, and what we learn along the way can be dropped as we make our way to the finish line. The seeker is constantly picking up clues and pieces of knowledge to see how they fit into the world, and they view life as a great adventure. They sometimes don't even have a goal, but are seekers of the thrill of whatever discovery is made along the way. Improvement, identity, freedom, motivation, discovery. Taurus energy. So you could be a Taurus, Cancer, or have that in your chart somewhere. But you may be very adventurous. I feel like you're not afraid of change because you're so in touch with the cycles and divine timing. You've really evolved in your feminine essence in a way where, like I said earlier, you're very graceful, very accepting of life circumstances or experiences. Like you may alchemize your experiences to become a truth seeker, to see the greater plan, see the greater lesson. Very, very wise is what I'm hearing. You're very wise. Let's get some oracle cards now to see how would people describe your expression of femininity, or how does your feminine expression show up in the world? What traits? Spirit, please tap me in for pile 1. We have funny, entertaining, or amusing. You may be very witty as well with this lapis lazuli, or there's something very entertaining about your stories with the seeker. Some of you may have some dark humor. Childlike, youthful, and innocent. And serene, calm, collected, and tranquil. I feel like your feminine goddess energy really goes with the flow, okay? There's something very young at heart about you. This is why I said you may age really well too. You may have done a lot of inner child healing. You're very calm and collected, go with the flow type of person. I feel that if there's a lot going on around you, you're able to bring the life to the party. You're able to lift the spirits. You're able to accept the here and now. You could be somebody who's very excitable, or you see an optimistic outlook or opportunity within very mundane experiences. You find life to be very amusing. You may chase the thrill, chase excitement, chase the light, and chase happiness. adaptable, flexible, and multifaceted, and clever, intelligent, savvy, and sharp. You know how to adapt to different environments, different social circles. You're very loving and accepting of people from all walks of life. I feel that a lot of your experience may have come through learning from strangers, listening to people. There's something very savvy about you. You may be able, I'm seeing like thrift shopping and flipping things and turning, I'm hearing one man's trash into another man's treasure. Like you're able to, and interesting with this goddess ruling over death, you're able to really flip situations or experiences on its head in order to see the light, okay, in order to recreate an experience that serves your femininity, that serves your goals, is what I'm getting. And if your goal is to be happy, if your goal is to be uplifted, to learn, to deepen your connection with self, you're very adept at being able to do that. There's something very flexible about you. For some of you, I'm hearing you may be a dancer or do yoga or do something with your feminine body. The way that you express yourself keeps you maybe looking younger or feeling younger, and it is expressed through the way you move, the way you flow. Let's get some more information. What goddess energy do you radiate? It's interesting that we have childlike and clever, which this is a very dual energy. You may have Virgo as well in your chart, but because Virgo rules the Virgin, which is very childlike or innocent, and then with clever as well, ruling Mercury, people may perceive you as being almost naive or like very bright and light, but then when you speak or when you express yourself more, people realize that you're very experienced, very sharp. You may have a funny way of surprising people, okay? I feel that you may surprise people often through your personality. When people are around your energy, there's a very serene, cool, and calm type of energy. You make people feel accepted or welcome in your energy. People may be very drawn to your energy. There's something very multifaceted, something very ethereal is what I'm really getting now as well. Like people can't describe you in one singular way because you have so many experiences or so many sides of yourself through this death and rebirth energy that you're able to pull on or draw on. And this may also help you get along with people with different walks of life, like I said. Spirit, what else? People are very interested in wanting to get to know you. People may want to pick your brain. You could be a little bit puzzling to people. We have the Three of Cups. How else is your goddess energy being perceived, expressed, and described? The Seven of Swords. And the Hermit. More Virgo energy. Bottom of the deck, the Ten of Wands. People may get frustrated trying to unpick you. I feel that when people delve into you, they're not sure what to think of you. With this Seven of Swords, people may perceive you as being strategic, or with this multifaceted nature of yours, they're not sure which side of you is the truest, or there's something about the way you're able to shift your energy that throws people off and they don't know how to handle it, is what I'm really getting. You may have a lot of friends around you, or a lot of people want to be your friend. This Three of Cups is about free flowing energy. You're able to free flow with people. And the Hermit, your feminine energy, you may be like a popular loner type of person, but if you don't have a lot of friends and you spend a lot of time in solitude, because maybe you're very protective over your energy, or you're very strategic about the company you keep, I feel that this makes you come across as kind of mysterious in a way. Your dark feminine self may express itself in a very intelligent way. Like You know when somebody is not being honest. You have this intelligence about you in the way you navigate. You're very decisive. People may misunderstand you at times as well, but your feminine energy, your divine femininity may love to do a lot of self-care, really follow your own inner light, really go on this inner journey of self. You may be very connected with yourself, your higher self, again with your ancestors, and your goddess-like energy comes across as very alluring to people because of this privacy, this ever-changing nature of yours. I'm seeing the moon changing phases in the sky. People may feel like once they have you figured out, something about you is different or changed again. Your goddess energy is very enchanting, like staring at a lantern in the dark, a firefly, or staring at the moon. Very captivating, very luminescent. You may really be a light for others with this rose quartz and the seeker as well. You may seek the truth, and your goddess energy kind of demands that in return. I'm seeing a mirror, so people may project onto you, especially with this Seven of Swords if they don't feel you're being dishonest. I feel that you really project this back to people. You may actually pick up on the energy of others while you're with them as well. And this helps you to kind of differentiate who to keep around and who not to based on how you feel in the certain environment, and to continue chasing on your own path. Your goddess-like energy is extremely wise, extremely intuitive, very introspective. You may read books a lot as well. There's something very intellectual. It's about your mind. If you're a goddess, I feel like you would rule intellect or rule the mind or communication. You may be very eloquent, very persuasive. And this is another reason why people are a little bit afraid, because of this persuasion you have about your feminine energy. It's very drawing. I feel very drawn into you right now. I just want to read this pumpkin card before we close out your reading. I wasn't planning on reading more, but again, something about this pile, you make people want to dig deeper into you, to really unpuzzle you. I feel that there's more messages with this pumpkin card. And that's number 8, and 4 goes to 8, so 8. And I had a TikTok comment notification on my phone of somebody commenting on a reading saying 888. So that may be a sign for you as well. 888. Hard working, planning, and experience pays off for you. There is a reason to keep going with what you're currently working on. You have good energy surrounding health and fitness. Uses of magic with pumpkin is risk, healing, abundance, guidance, fertility, and love. And celestial, the moon. Okay, so I feel like you really magnetize these experiences to you by doing this inner healing work. You really work within to attract this abundance around you, to attract guidance, healing, love. And people may perceive it as you being overly strategic, or again, this immense magnetism you have about you, although it's come from a lot of hard work that you've been putting in on yourself, people may not see that with the Hermit. They may not see you as deeply. And so there's something kind of risky. People feel like you're risky, or going towards you may be risky, or crossing you may be risky, because they sense that there is some type of, I don't even know the word, like maybe barrier or repercussion or divine timing. Like that also makes me think of karma. People may be afraid of what you will find as well. Maybe you have a very piercing gaze, or you kind of outsmart people in a way where they're afraid of what you may find about them, which is so interesting because you're coming across as a very accepting person. So this is just projections for sure, is what I'm getting. There's a real innocence to you with that childlike. People find you very entertaining to watch as well when they're in your company. They like to watch the way you flow. if you do work out, people may watch you work out or like to watch you work out. You may have a few gym crushes, is what I'm hearing. And if it's not having to do with physical health, it may be like you eat well. There's something like some of you may be vegetarian, vegan, or something. And because of the foods you feed yourself, the things that you consume intellectually, physically, mentally, it really shows through in your energy, in your aura. And there's a real youthful lightness, healthy attitude or aura about you. Very like, give me, I want that, it feels good. You know, when you eat good or you drink a lot of water and you feel good, that is what you feel like to me right now. This was such an interesting reading and weird way of describing that, but I hope it makes sense, pile one. So if this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments. I would love to hear what you have to say. If you liked the reading, don't forget to like the video as well and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye, pile one. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this Labradorite palm stone, this is going to be your pile, all about your feminine energy, your goddess energy. How does it express itself? How can we describe it? I set the intention as well that these readings are really going to help you connect deeper with your femininity, with your feminine nature. Femininity is very important. We are in the rise of divine feminine energy. I don't know why I felt called to saying that for you, but we have Isis awakening. My journey is an evolution of many lessons and renewals. I am expanding. Okay, so maybe this is why I said it. I didn't realize this said I am expanding. So maybe your feminine energy, maybe you are a pile who is just stepping into your divine feminine healing journey. Maybe you've been on it for a while. You may be receiving upgrades right now within your energy field, or you're really awakening to your inner goddess energy. Oh my goodness. Okay, I love this already. We're going to talk about goddess Isis for a minute. So this is an Egyptian goddess. The name Isis actually translates to queen of the goddess of the throne, or queen of the throne. And she's a goddess of magic, wisdom, and healing. A mistress of life, fate, and destiny. She determined the length and quality of life of humans. She's also been associated with fertility, love, the moon. She resurrected her husband Osiris, where he then reigned over the world of the dead, whereas she was more about the world of living. She can give good fortune and rule over the sea and travel. She has wings for safety as well. So there may be something very angelic about you. You may be a seeker of enriching experiences, seeking good fortune, wanting a very blessed, fulfilling life, very emotionally fulfilling life. Chasing your destiny or life purpose as well is what I'm hearing. And this is a stone of magic, and she rules magic as well. She's a magical goddess. We have the Gambler, number 30. I'm going to read the book for that one. We have Wisdom, 22, with Bay. And bay leaves are about wishes being granted as well. You can burn bay leaves to speed up or to attract and draw in manifestations. You may be a Leo or have Leo in your chart. We have Turquoise, prioritize your health. We have Rainbow Obsidian, heal your heart. And we have Communication. Okay, you may communicate with the other side or beyond the veil for some of you. That may not resonate for everybody, but that's what I heard very clearly just now. Maybe you communicate with your higher self, or you're working with spirit and the universe to help expand your awareness of spirit. Some of you may be going through a spiritual awakening. Rainbow Obsidian is really a stone about finding the light in the dark. It's a very protective stone. You may be trying to heal your mental health. I'm seeing cycles now, going through a big healing cycle. I feel like you are seeking wisdom, courage, determination to really follow a journey of renewal. communicating your experiences in a way that is healing to others as well, turning your knowledge into wisdom, turning your lessons into wisdom. Your goddess energy is very illuminating, is what I'm really getting. Something very illuminating about your energy, your aura. Very magical. I'm seeing a lot of colors in your aura right now. Like some of you could even have rainbow auras going on. There's a lot of rainbows up there. You may be a very good communicator. Your goddess energy, your divine femininity shows in the way that you speak. You may speak in a very loving way where you really encourage others to heal, to expand. You may drop seeds into people's minds, subconscious, that in turn help them to awaken to their own magic, to their own wisdom. Your goddess like energy, I feel that you have a little bit of a dark side, or your dark feminine energy is a little bit fierce, is what I'm hearing. Fierceness to you. Okay, we're going to read the Gambler from the guidebook. There's something very creative about this pile as well. Real out of the box thinking is what I'm getting. Taking a risk could be needed, but ensure you are willing to live with any eventual outcome, as this is a time of unsettled energies. You could win it all or lose it, and you could play it safe, but whatever you decide to do, watch out for unexpected. Okay, before I keep reading, your pile may have gone through a lot of unexpected things. You may be a walking tower moment. You may be come across as very unexpected, unpredictable in nature. And this is where that fierceness comes from as well. But you kind of follow this journey, trusting that it is going to bring you either healing, it's going to bring you wisdom, it's going to bring you blessings and renewal and lessons one way or another. Listen to your inner voice and any tingling sensations of caution that are sent your way. The gambler does not leave things to fate, but rather works with deliberation to ensure the odds are stacked a little better in their favor. Occasional risk takers, they are better at playing the long game, 100%. You're here for the long haul. I feel that you could be very resilient. You see things in a longer term vision. You are very determined. You're not giving up on this journey. You're not giving up on your purpose. I'm getting Capricorn and Scorpio energy as well. You're very patient with the way life is unfolding. Your goddess energy seems to be, I'm hearing 10 steps ahead. I'm always 10 steps ahead. Like you may have foresight as well. Turquoise is a stone of great courage and communication as well, clarified with wisdom and communication. There's something about your Mercury. This rules the intellect and the mind. Maybe you have watched things unfold from a period of healing and seen how it has changed or rippled throughout certain aspects of your life. And from that, you are willing or more willing to continue taking risks because you're seeing payoff, is what I'm really getting. You are stacking the odds of life in your favor to ensure that you magnetize good fortune. Your goddess energy is extremely strategic, extremely protected, and you may be very magical. You may be a witch. You may work with magic for some of you. Astrological sign is Gemini. Strategy, risk, stamina, optimism, and intuition. Definitely. You're very optimistic about where your intuition is leading you. Your goddess energy is very, very, what's the word, spirit? Tap me in, please. Your goddess-like energy is very enduring, very devoted. You have a lot of stamina to keep going, to see things through. You may find it fun. You may be a little bit experimental where you like to watch things play out as well. You love receiving signs and confirmations and clarity. Synchronicities may happen very often for this pile. Now we're going to get some traits about how your feminine energy seems to express itself in the world, how others perceive you, how your inner goddess likes to show up. Pile 2, please. We have reflective, pensive, and contemplative. Cheeky, definitely. Forward, trickster, sassy. 10 steps ahead. You could be a bit of a trickster, okay? We have cooperative, collaborative, and harmonious. This feels like you're working with spirit or working with like-minded individuals. You may love learning with others, leaning on others, because when you work in a group setting, it does amp up the energy. So there's something about you where you're very harmonious. You flow in a group setting as well. Even a collective energy. You like to collaborate or bounce off within collective energies. We have fierce, hot, fiery, glowing. I said there was a fierceness to you. That is confirmation, okay? Trust this tarot reader. Okay, so there's something very hot, very cheeky about your energy, but it's mixed with contemplative. There's something like almost daring about this energy. You may meditate, you may be very, like, you look back on the results of certain experiences or lessons that you've had in order to take a calculated risk. And you may not always tell people your plans or where you're going, and people perceive this as being very trickster or cheeky about you. But really, it's because you are focusing on your wisdom. You know what to communicate and what not to communicate to the world or to others in order to maintain your own inner harmony as well. And we have intuitive, yeah. Instinctual. See, you're very instinctual, strategic, wise, and psychic. So you may be a psychic yourself. We had lively come out, and on the bottom is cheerful. So your goddess energy likes to present itself in this very try me type of attitude, like try me, bet, go on. But there's something where you're not boastful. It's like an inner quiet power with wisdom and communication, and this rainbow obsidian. It's very protective, but a lot of the color is hidden by darkness. You may be very comfortable in the night or working with the moon, or you're not afraid of the dark. Because you are a flame. You have this inner fire, this inner passion for life, for your experiences that help you to kind of intuit where you're going. Your goddess energy likes to express itself in a very witchy type of way. Okay, you could have a certain sass to you. You could be very forward with people. You have no problem putting somebody in their place in order to maintain harmony. I feel like you do it in a very kind of attractive way almost. There's something kind of flirty about you. And now I'm hearing that song, it's like, I think my haters just really be wanting to kiss. Oh, I love that. Okay, let's get some tarot. Spirit, please tap me into pile 3's energy. How is their goddess-like energy, their divine feminine, showing up right now? We have the 4 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Swords. Interesting. Bottom of the deck is Ace of Wands. So a lot of fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Your divine feminine self right now, you may be going through a period of feeling anxious, wondering if these risks are going to pay off. You may be feeling like a bit of a wounded warrior. This is your sign that to return to your home center, to remember this fierceness, this passion of yours, and allow it to keep you moving forward. For some reason right now, you may be overly in your head and you need to move that energy down your chakra system back into the sacral. Do something creative to flip yourself out of this energy, okay? With all this intuition of yours, you may be feeling like at times the possible outcomes or the powers you possess may leave you feeling trapped or frustrated as well for some reason. And it could have to do with this heart healing that you need to do. Spirit wants you to know that there is a lot of trapped energy up in your higher chakras that is wanting to be moved down, okay? Your divine feminine energy comes across as do not cross me with this 9 of Wands, very guarded, strong, very supported. You could be very highly protected in the spiritual realms as well. There's something very creative about you. The 4 of Wands is a card talking about celebration, coming together with a community, a lot of stability, a lot of spiritual creativity, free-flowing energy. It's a card of union as well. I feel like you're very, at the moment, you may be integrating divine masculine and divine feminine energies within, but there's something about your intuition or wisdom. It may be due to mental health. We have turquoise, and this is a card of anxiety. So allow this anxiety to fall away and trust in your path. Others may be projecting onto you that you're a risky person or the decisions you make are risky, when in actual fact, the odds are stacked in your favor. You're making these risks, determining these decisions based on your own healing work that you've been doing. And Spirit wants to remind you that you can trust in this goddess energy of yours, that you are very healing with the rainbow obsidian. You know what you're doing, and to continue moving on the journey that you're moving. I hope that makes sense, okay? Your goddess energy is very determined. You need to bring more fun back to the journey. Do something. I'm hearing Spirit say, if you're a witch or you're doing some manifestation or something, try shifting up the energy by removing the pressure from it. Try manifesting something for the fun of it. For example, just manifesting some random occurrence that has no weight or value, just to watch Spirit, the universe, reveal to you just how powerful you are, because there's something extremely fiery and magnetic to you. You're a quick manifester. Fire is a very quick moving energy. It's very warm, magnetizing, very alight, very passionate. And this is going to help you stay in touch with this fun side of things and fun part of the journey for you, especially if you're going through a dark period. For some of you, you may be going through a dark night of the soul or something like that. Now, I actually want to read on this rainbow obsidian. For some reason, I want to look at the guidebook for you before I close out your reading. You are strong and resilient. You are capable of working through the deepest of human emotions. The heart is both the most fragile and the most powerful element of our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Trust that no matter how exposed or pained you may feel, you have the power to recover and heal. From the loss of a loved one, a relationship, a beloved pet, or even a job, everybody has experienced grief. Whether the event happened recently or a long time ago, a variety of emotions may surface at any given time as part of the grieving process. Allow your emotions to come up so that you can acknowledge and then release them in order to fill the space with new love, light, and hope. So if there's a situation where you didn't feel you had the time or space to really grieve it out, you're being called to address that emotion now. The past may be coming up for you in order to transmute it and to move forward with a lighter load. Affirm, to feel is to heal. Give yourself permission to feel whatever comes up. Let them go and cry. Create space to heal. So because of this fiery nature of yours, doing something creative, I'm really getting sacral chakra, or even like self-pleasure, things like that that connect you to your womb space, that's going to help purge these emotions out as well. If you're having difficulty pinpointing where exactly or what specific event on your timeline this has to do with, it may not be that you even need to necessarily know where it came from, because healing's not linear, it's cyclical. So think back to what time happened this time a year ago, 2 years ago. Where were you? How were you feeling? It's likely that those emotions are coming up for you now within your cycles, because as time goes on, it's getting lighter and easier for you to let go and to return back to home. Your goddess-like energy is very resilient. Okay, you're a very strong woman is what I'm really getting. And if you're not a woman, you're a strong archetype. You may have gone through a lot of things that left you feeling wounded, and this is where your inner fire, inner power comes from. I'm getting a Kundalini awakening now. I'm seeing snakes, fire. There's something very sacred about you. You may have been a witch in a past life, if not in this life, or something in a past life may be coming up to affect you as well, which is why I'm saying you may not even need to know where these emotions are coming from. Just allow your spirit to feel them in order to heal them. Okay, beautiful energy. I hope this resonated for you, pile 3. If it did, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Like the video as well if you did like the reading, and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, beautiful queen. You're a queen, okay? Goddess Isis, queen of the throne. This pile is a queen. And with being a queen comes a lot of responsibility. Keep going. Love you so much, queen. See you next time. Bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. If you've chosen this Larimar crystal tumble, this is going to be your reading where we tap into your inner goddess energy, your divine feminine energy, and take a look at how your divine feminine goddess energy is being expressed. What messages do you need to connect deeper with your inner divine feminine essence? We have Anya, radiance. My presence has an impact on the lives of those around me. So when I was pulling your pre-shuffled oracles, with this card, I heard that you pack a punch. Spirit is saying that your energy packs a punch. You may have a lot of strangers looking at you, staring at you, and if you don't know why by now, you should know that it's because you're extremely radiant, extremely beautiful. You have a very bright aura around you, and you're very captivating, extremely captivating. You could be a very happy or optimistic person. There is something extremely lively about your energy. Your goddess-like energy shines brightly. You're a shining star. You are very light, okay? Anya is an Irish goddess of summer, wealth, sovereignty. She is known to be connected to fairies as well. So you may be very energetic. People may say that you're a bit of a fairy dream girl, okay? She provided plentiful crops, harvest, love, fertility, and ruled over that type of side of life. She was known as a very sensitive, joyful personality, but she had a dark side. Because she rules sovereignty, she took revenge on a cruel king. Okay, so you are somebody who, I feel like you have a lot of humanity about you. You're a very good person, good-hearted person, and you don't like to see or stand for injustices. I feel like you're very positive and you're looking to make a positive change on the world, or you naturally do on those around you. Your inner goddess energy is extremely bright, illuminating the goodness of life for people, for others. Seeing the good in others is a side of your inner feminine essence that needs to be honored, because you are a sunflower. Sunflowers turn their heads and rotate towards the sun. You may be chasing the sun. You may love warmer weather as well. For some of you, you really shine when you're in the sun. You may need to get more vitamin D for some of you, is what I'm hearing. You have a natural glow about you. You look very healthy. You could have sun-kissed skin for some of you, or darker skin tone. You have very shiny hair as well, is what I'm seeing. Okay, we have the architect. Beautiful. I heard as I put that down, you can create anything from nothing. You have a Midas touch. What you touch turns to gold. You could have a very creative touch, energy, essence, providing plentiful, bountiful crops. We have duality with the banana. This is a lot of solar plexus energy, okay? Happiness, confidence, courage. Oh my, like, look at that, okay? All solar plexus. Your power comes from your belly, your solar plexus. Open the door to healing. This is a stone that can raise your vibration to higher frequencies and timelines. We have tiger's eye, overcome your fears. And we have innocence. You may be very connected with children. You do a lot of things that you do. You move for your inner child. You like to honor your inner child for some of you. There's a playfulness about you, but a fearlessness at the same time. You're not afraid of what could go wrong, and instead you follow what could go right. With this duality as well, I feel like you understand that there is no good or bad. You see the polarity or the balance of both, the necessity of both. And this is another reason why you pack a punch. You may not be afraid of your darker side. You may not be afraid to be fearless, to stand up, to speak your voice, okay? And now I'm hearing that Katy Perry song, and you're gonna hear me roar louder, louder than a lion, 'cause I am a champion, okay? You could have Leo in your chart as well for some of you. So let's get into it. I'm going to read this architect card for describing your inner goddess energy. Number 5. You could be very adventurous as well. While problems and even seemingly impossible challenges may be arising, this may be the opportunity to create something new or to take a different path towards your goal. Okay, before I keep reading, I did watch another tarot reader on YouTube this morning saying that there's a polarity of everything, and where there's a problem, there must be a solution. That's the way the world works. And now that's coming back into my mind. I can't remember who the reader was, but with duality and architect, I feel that this is a message that wants to be delivered to you right now. If there's a certain problem or issue that you're having difficulty overcoming, Spirit is saying, tapping into your inner goddess energy, your inner femininity, your creative side, to overcome these fears. This is really going to benefit you. But we'll keep reading. Be careful not to simply jump into a new direction just because you desire the outcome. The foundation will not be sound. Are you ready to dedicate yourself to the making and the development required? The architect reminds us to be the maker of our own destiny and to plan carefully and deeply before we set forward on construction. Meanings and uses: precision, logic, solutions, investigations, and self-reliance. Astrological sign of Virgo. Your inner goddess energy is extremely, very able to take on a challenge. You're not afraid of a challenge. In fact, I think that your inner feminine loves a challenge. Okay, if it's not interesting or puzzling, it may be boring. Your mind is extremely creative. It's not about intellect in this pile, it's about the creative center. So in order to overcome any challenge, Spirit is asking you to tap into the creative force that you have within you, because this is going to mean that what you touch is going to turn to gold. When you apply this creative thinking to whatever problem in order to weave around it, that's what I'm hearing. That is so specific. So maybe the problem, like, you may be looking at trying to break through the problem, but for some of you, you may need to work around it to overcome a certain fear. Your feminine energy isn't bound by fear. Your goddess energy is eye of the tiger type energy. It's the thrill of the fight. You love unwinding and breaking down obstacles to raise your vibration, matching the frequency of what it is you are looking to attract. There's a duality to you. And innocence. You need to trust that your inner feminine, your divine feminine, is not wrong, is not bad. There's nothing wrong with you. I don't know why you need to hear that, but you may apply yourself in a different way to those around you, and you need to know that your presence is making an impact. You're packing a punch. You are meant to shine. You are not meant to fit in. Do not dim your light and do not feel bad for being as beautiful and bright as you are. I'm hearing you're gorgeous. You're absolutely gorgeous. You may not see this about yourself. Even for some of you with this yellow solar plexus, you may have a lot of jealousy around you right now. Maybe start wearing more evil eye protection or separate yourself from people who are jealous. You may attract a lot of jealousy. People are jealous of you. People want to be you. People want to emanate your essence, and you cannot be replaced. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but it's a very specific message for somebody, because your inner radiance comes from a place of innocence and purity. It is in alignment with your true confidence, true self. And the blue is the opposite of the yellow. Like I'm seeing throat chakra, authenticity, expression, working with colors blue and yellow and how it's making green, which is abundance. There's something about that with your goddess-like energy. You're just, and now I'm hearing untouchable, 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 untouchable. So your inner goddess energy is so high vibrational, like the sun. Okay, golden healer. There's a golden purity to you. Gold, and you could have gold in your aura. I'm hearing you turn pain into power as well, like alchemizing something, turning it to gold. Maybe this is going to help you on your path as well towards success. I'm hearing success, abundance, prosperity. This is beautiful. You're a very powerful pile. You certainly do pack a punch, and that's a lot of P's. Powerful pile packing a punch. Yeah, so tapping into this empowerment. You need to empower yourself more. Okay, Spirit, how does pile three's inner goddess, inner divine feminine express itself? How is it perceived in the world by others? How does their divine feminine like to express itself? We have devilish, dark and mischievous, diplomatic, fair, tactful, and respectful. Ooh. We have flirty, playful, seductive, and saucy. I'm loving this energy, pile three. We have funny, entertaining, and amusing. And random, spontaneous, odd, and unique. So, how I said at the beginning of your reading that you're very captivating, I'm getting that this pile, you're meant to stand out. You are supposed to attract an audience and you are supposed to shine. You're very amusing or entertaining. There's something very unique about you where you were born to shine. You may be very mischievous, or people are very drawn into your goddess energy when you come and show this sexy, saucy, sensual nature of yours. You could be very flirty or playful, and people find this to be very amusing. Okay, people feel like you're very random or spontaneous. If people are competing with you, trying to keep up with you, they can't, because you're unique. Okay, and I feel like you are very fair, very balanced. You dish out what is required, the same as this goddess archetype. There's a sovereignty about you. But your inner goddess energy feels the most confident and feels the most expressive when you embrace your darker feminine, when you come across and you allow yourself to express this seduction, this flirtiness, this lust for life type energy. Okay, something very mischievous. Now I'm hearing like let the haters hate as well with this mischievous energy. You may find it amusing. Maybe they don't know what your tacts are, how tactful you are. There's something about the way you transmute the energy sent to you that only benefits your shine, only makes you go brighter. I'm hearing for some of you, you may have heavy Saturn in your chart, or Aries or Libra as well. To really tap into your feminine energy, maybe take a look at those placements for some of you. And Gemini as well. You need to be more confident in who you are, because that's how you're going to be more spontaneous and not overthink your steps, and instead allow this unique, odd nature of yours, your quirkiness, your devilishness to come out and not be afraid of it. People may feel like you shine so brightly, or your ideas or the way that you flow or express yourself is just so like you're meant to be seen, you're meant to be in the spotlight, because it's not been done before. Your energy, the person that you are, is something that not many people see. You're not the type of person that people come across often. Let's take a look at the tarot now. What are the messages for you to tap into your inner goddess energy or your divine feminine self? For pile 3, please, Spirit. Three of Swords. 10 of Swords. Ace of Cups. This is all about love. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands. Courage and challenge. Okay, so you may have gone through some heavy heartbreaks, breakups, endings, whether it be with friends, lovers. Spirit, your higher self, your inner divine feminine wants you to use this pain to really fuel you forward, to have a glow up, to show off, okay, to heal yourself, to overcome fears. Don't allow those people to hold power over you. Overcome whatever happened here. Your inner divine feminine is feeding off of this energy. Okay, pain is an emotion that needs to be honored. I'm hearing sacred rage as well for some of you. And with the Ace of Cups, this is like a new beginning in love. This is a new emotional beginning for you after giving yourself closure from a period of sorrow and grief. So you may have been doing shadow work recently. You may have been needing to really stand up for yourself within relationships, friendships, romantic connections. And the solar plexus is all about boundaries as well. So standing up for what you deserve, what you're worthy of, knowing that you deserve love. Opening yourself up to higher vibrational people, because you have an innocence, a shine that needs to be honored. People may have tried to associate with you because of your radiance, because of this effect that you have on others. I'm hearing people may have taken advantage of your reputation. People may have come at you in a very ego-based manner where they tried to suck you of your light. And Spirit is saying that your inner divine feminine wants revenge. I don't know why this is coming through so strongly, but you know, when we talk about goddess archetypes, especially with a duality card, your dark feminine needs to be honored. So for some of you, this is a very like either abusive connection that you were in. It's like you are seeking revenge by creating a bountiful life for yourself, by giving your inner child all that love that you wanted or sought after, giving it to yourself, opening the door for a more beautiful life, and allowing yourself to embody both sides, this mischievous nature of yours and this light, loving, golden energy of yours. This is going to help you really burst through to become more glowing, more, I don't know why I'm hearing more super, like a superstar, like more high vibrational, is by understanding that these energies are to be honored. Like I'm seeing like when somebody makes like a really good breakup song. Maybe for some of you, you're a songwriter, a singer, writing down a breakup song that hits the charts. That's the type of energy that I'm getting, to overcome fears of loss. balancing the scales in your favor. Be playful with life again. The 10 of Swords and 3 of Swords, this is very painful energy, and you need to do something to shift that out. Your inner feminine is extremely powerful. Your divine feminine is, again, not afraid of a challenge, very courageous. I want to get some more information on this, actually, Spirit. How else does their divine feminine wish to show up? Queen of Pentacles, turning things into gold. Queen of Pentacles is a card talking about career, finances, success, prosperity. It is someone very loyal, charming, nurturing, compassionate. And the Sun. Okay, for a goddess who rules summer. Be enthusiastic. Follow these sparks of inspiration you get, because there's a lot of success that is already within your energy and your aura field, and don't allow people to dim it or siphon it with that energy. Trust in your worth. Allow your life force to really burst, to shine. Don't be afraid of the darker energies you've experienced. Your divine feminine energy, the Sun is very connected to inner child, again, with innocence and the Sun. You may already be doing this, and this may be annoying some people, is what I'm hearing. Like, people may question, where do you get your happiness from? And it's because it's who you are. It's something to do with your aura. You could have yellow in your aura, but you've never stopped smiling. You've never stopped being optimistic, maybe for some periods of healing, but there's just this real radiance within you and around you that always pulls you through, is what I'm really hearing. And this is how your goddess energy is being perceived. Very, very powerful energy with the Sun. The Sun is the biggest shining star in our solar system. So your goddess energy is extremely successful, extremely abundant, and extremely radiant. I love this energy for you, pile 3. If you resonated, let me know in the comments. I'm going to leave your reading here. If you liked it, like the video as well. It helps me so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support, and consider subscribing if you're not already. I would love to see you in another reading. Enjoy the rest of your day or night, beautiful goddess queen. Bye.